be cool. Okay, we'll talk about it. I just thought of this for some reason, but welcome, Riddell Sports Network. I'm Dan. This is Dave.
It's official. I'm singing the national anthem and next year's All-Star game.
And Dare. Oh no Dare today. He's on vacation in Boston. Something I don't know.
Cape Cod.
Yeah, he's doing stuff with his family. What a weirdo. All right. So we're gonna start with some Yankees. We're at the All-Star break. You know, we got to talk Yankees. So I have the schedule up here, and since the sweep of the Twins in early June, the Yankees are 2-7-1. I had to update it because they just beat Baltimore 2 out of 3. 2-7-1 in season series. The only ones they've won are Kansas City and Baltimore. They split with Toronto 2-2, and they lost every other series, including 2 to Boston. Like, Boston is a rough team to watch. They have nobody. There's no name a player on Boston.
They're actually winning.
Yeah, it's weird. But they have nobody. Like, it's super weird. The pitching's been shit. The hitting's been bad.
They got Devers a monster. He eats Yankees lunch every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, they on paper they have nobody.
So what? I mean, you've watched more games in that period, more Yankees games than I have.
Yeah,
so
what's scaring me about this team in the past? You'll see a Yankees team, they can't produce runs, blah 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 blah. It's just one thing. Right now, what they're in, you got pitching, defense, not stealing bases, not hitting the ball, not cashing in, running scoring position. I don't even think a trade right now, 2 trades, I don't even think it would help them right now. I mean, it's just, I've never seen a team collapse this hard, and it's everybody. Judge is still doing his thing, Soto's still doing his thing, but it's pretty much everybody.
Yep. And I was having an argument with some bozo. Like, they need an outfielder. Well, they need infielders, and they need pitching. So I don't even know where you go from here.
And please stop DH. I don't care if Stanton's hurt. Please stop DH and Jahmai Jones or whatever the hell.
And Trent Grisham.
Come on, dude.
That's why they need an outfielder, because the problem with getting Stanton always was you lock up that DH spot so Judge can't get days off. Now Soto can't get days off. Yeah. You got to give your big hitters rest.
6'7", 6'8", 270. Yep. You're not meant to be running around like that. You're just not.
No, and he's a freak of nature, but you still gotta, like, Judge needs to play every day. But out of 7 games, he could DH twice, maybe even 3 times.
Yeah. I don't care what kind of shape you're in. That big body is going to break down eventually. Them knees, it's just going to break down.
And the more rest you give him, the longer he's going to last. And you just signed him to, a 9-year contract last year?
Yeah.
Which is deserving.
Oh, definitely.
But I don't know where you go.
Ideally, he plays 2 out in the outfield, DH 1. You know what I mean? You got to get him off his feet.
Yeah. And I don't ever wish for people to get hurt, but I'm so glad Jose Trevino's hurt, because I'm so sick of seeing Austin Wells on the bench as a backup. Put this guy in the game. And if you have to, he's a better hitter than Trent Grisham. Put him at DH when he's not catching. What are we doing?
Why not? And then you still have Rice.
Yep.
Rice can come and catch. He can come. You know what I mean? You don't lose anything. If it comes down to emergency where Trevino got hurt, you bring Rice to catch.
Yep. So what I do if I'm the Yankees, I try and get a second baseman. It's time. Can we all agree it's time?
It is.
And a second baseman, and you got to get a pitcher.
And I'd hate to say it because I love him. He's one of my favorite players, but it's time LeMahieu. LeMahieu's got to go, which I hate to say.
Yeah. I'm still holding on. Yeah. I still have hope, but can Cabrera play second?
Yes.
Get rid of Torres for a pitcher and let him play second.
What about Peraza?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? We went and watched a AAA, and he's playing shortstop. Yep. Now, why are you not molding him for second base? Why is he not playing second base?
Or I want Volpe as the Yankee second baseman for the next 15 years. I don't think his arm will hold up, especially. I mean, it's okay, but over time,
I think that's the worst part about his game is his arm. He's got a noodle.
So if you flip Volpe to second, they tried to do it last year with was it 2 years ago with Torres
playing short?
Yeah, and it was brutal. God. Holy shit.
I think Torres would need to play third. Because third, you have no choice. You're either catching the ball or you're not. There's no kicking around. It's smoked at you. But yeah, I don't know why they'd bring up Peraza. Go with it.
So if you bring up Peraza and flip Volpe to second, you could do. I mean, even if you did Cabrera, Peraza, Volpe, Rice, Wells, Verdugo, Judge, Soto, and then you get a big bopper / someone to play center field a solid outfielder like Kevin Kiermaier or something like that, someone who can play all.
They just released him. They released him on some weird thing. I've never heard of it before. They released him, but he still can play. He can play for Toronto, but if somebody wants him, they can get him, and Toronto's got a chance to bid to get him back.
That's like designated for assignment or something.
No, it's not. It's like that, but it's not. It's designated for assignment, but he gets to play. I can't go look it up. I can't think of what they called it earlier. It was something I've never heard before. I'm like, what the hell is that? But he could technically is still on Toronto, but anybody can take him at any time. Only problem with Kiermaier is he doesn't hit. Only against the Yankees.
Yeah. Which is very strange because the guy was always a hitter.
Yeah. I mean, defense, there's not many better. They use some weird how is that?
Yeah.
So he's technically on Toronto, but he's designated for assignment.
It says on this he's placed on waivers, but that must be
but he's still
revocable waivers.
That's it. Yes.
Okay.
He's still technically on the team, but somebody can take him at any time.
Weird. If it's me, I mean, they already screwed up. For some reason, they gave up Trey Sweeney to the Dodgers, which I guarantee you, mark my words, will come back to haunt them. Trey Sweeney, yeah, you'll see. Trust me. But they give him up for like some bozo from the Dodgers that for some reason they think is going to be something. I don't know.
Was Ferguson in that trade too?
Nope, it was a separate trade.
I can't think of who the hell they got.
It was like Yorbit Torvas or something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what the hell the guy's name was, but let's see. For Victor Gonzalez and Yorbit Vivas.
Yeah,
cool.
I think they just released Victor Gonzalez, didn't they?
Idiots. Absolute idiots. They handle their farm system. This is why you haven't been to the World Series since 2009. And it's why you can scratch on the door, but nobody's home for decades because they get all these players and they can't. Anyone remember Clint Frazier? Good Lord. All right. We could probably turn this into a Yankees podcast when it's not NFL. But okay. Bench is clear. Oh, more Yankees. Bench is clear in Baltimore after Clay Holmes hits Heston Kjerstad in the head. So what do you think about that?
It 100% wasn't on purpose. You're in the ninth inning. What was it, maybe even 2 outs?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're trying to break a losing streak. There's no way. It's pouring in rain. Clay Holmes' ball moves about 75 feet. There's no way. I mean, it sucks where the dude got hit. You never want to see anybody get hit in the earpiece. And he was wrong. They were talking to him after, and he was out of it.
Yeah. He wanted to stay in the game, but
As far as their coach, he wants to come out yelling at Clay Holmes. I would have liked to see him run at Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes would have folded his ass up.
We would have had, why did Don Rickles pop in my head? What was the name of the dude that Pedro threw?
Zim,
but I don't know.
And one time, when there's a brawl happening, one time I want to see both sets of pitchers from both both bullpens start to run out and then just beeline to each other and just start beating the shit out of each other. Don't run all the way in and talk shit. Yeah. Just go at it.
It's so corny when they run from the bullpen.
Not one punch thrown.
And they're running next to each other to get the It's so stupid. Yeah. I don't know. But
it's hilarious.
I think the reaction from Baltimore was kind of appropriate, even though it 100% was not intentional. So it's good to be pissed, but the coach for Baltimore escalated everything.
Yeah, pointing his finger and come on, man. I definitely understand you being mad, definitely.
Yeah,
but don't think it's on purpose because it 100% wasn't.
No, if you wanted to yell from dugout to dugout and be like, whatever, but stick up for your guy, because even though everyone knows it wasn't intentional, it helps like morale to stick up for your player.
You know, I was hoping that was going to be Yankees boost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they hit Judge the next day, so I was hoping that was, but it didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. It sucks. And concussions, for whatever reason, for baseball players are like, I can't remember who was it. Clint Frazier, who was like concussion protocol for like
he had problems
a year. Yeah.
He was never right again.
Yep. And speaking of this same series, median fans rip Alex Verdugo for missed ball. He came in on a ball that ended the game. It was a walk-off for Baltimore. Misplayed in the loss. So it was the only win Baltimore got in the series, but I don't know. To me, Verdugo is an excellent outfielder. He saves more balls than he, misses.
Yeah.
So
my problem with this is you got Clay Holmes who's walking the house. He walked, I think, 3 batters that inning. He's all over the place. Ground ball to Volpe. Volpe kicks it. You know what I mean? And as an outfielder, you got the lefty up and that slicing ball. I know exactly what Verdugo did. He tried to get a jump on it because he thought it was going to be in front, and he slipped.
Yep.
I mean, shit happens, but can't blame it on him. Start with Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes, you're supposed to be an ultimate all-star pitcher closer. You walk the house, dude. Throw a strike.
Yep. All right, last bit of MLB news. Paul Skeens becomes the first rookie to start an all-star game since Hideo Nomo in 1995, almost 30 years ago.
Is that accurate? He hit 104?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This guy's a monster. He looks like he's about 14 with a fake mustache.
Judge had the right approach. He's like, I'm swinging first pitch fastball.
Yeah.
That's it. He chopped out, but kid's a monster.
6-0 with a 1.9.
But now that back to what we used to tell, we talked to before. Now this 103, 104, think he should be throwing around 99 or 100 and try to make it last. You know what I mean? Are you giving everything you got?
There's one thing about him immediately when I saw him, his motion looks smooth. Yeah.
Looks like he doesn't playing catch.
That's like that dude from, you ever see Bruce Gratterall from the Dodgers throw?
I know who he is.
It looks like he's soft tossing and throws 102. So it's real weird, but this guy, I mean, he's 6'6", 235, so he's probably built to chuck. So knock on wood, no injuries. Nobody wants to see that. Keep this guy around. But Pittsburgh, during his first couple starts, I always think back to Steven Strasburg's debut, how insane that crowd was.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh was like, oh yeah, that's
pretty good. Yeah.
Good job, guy.
Only
very weird. Yeah. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but yeah, it'd be fun to see this guy. I don't think they play the Yankees this year, but maybe go down to Pittsburgh, watch him pitch, give that crowd some energy. All right, we got 2 bits of sad news here. Monte Kiffin, Tampa Bay Buccaneers Ring of Honor legend, responsible for the Super Bowl win because that defense was ungodly that year. He was on the Buccaneers for 13 seasons, 96 to 08, including that Super Bowl, the 2002 season, but it was 2003 Super Bowl. And back in the day, the Bucs were, I've always been an Eagles fan, but the team I root for second kind of rotates a little bit. And the Bucs were that team back in the day. And I love this guy. The dude was a legend. But passed away at 84. So, I mean, this is iconic right here, this Bucs logo. But yeah, anything about Monte Kiffin that I didn't already steal from you?
No, I think you got it all. Yeah, definitely a rip to a legend.
Yep. And RIP, I don't have it on this document, but Jacoby Jones, and I was typing it up earlier, but Jacoby Jones dies at the age of 40. He had the kick return touchdown in the Super Bowl against the 49ers. And just
he died of?
Nobody knows yet. I was trying to find it earlier, and there's no available information on his death. So
40 ain't enough. It ain't enough.
And it's weird because it's 40 of top athlete, like, you know what I mean? It seems so weird when someone who's peak physical condition dies like this. Hope it's not drugs or anything like that. But yeah, won a Super Bowl in Baltimore, 2012 season. Sad, very sad. Too soon. R.I.P. to Monte, Kiffin, and Jacoby Jones. I was hoping it was fake. It's like once you see someone who died at the age of 40, it's like ridiculous. All right, some happy news, and I mean, I don't know how Jamal Adams wasn't signed before this, but Tennessee Titans signed Jamal Adams to a 1-year contract. Titans are loading up.
Yeah, I might be eating my words.
Yeah. I think the Titans are going to give the other two teams a run for their money. Now, I don't think the Colts are going to be much of anything, but the other Jacksonville and Houston.
Yeah.
So
Colts are going to find their way there. I don't know how they do it. I keep saying it. I don't know how they keep doing it, but they'll find their way there.
What is the division to watch for you now? Is it the AFC North with Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns? Or is it the AFC
brutal.
South?
That's
Yeah.
going to be brutal. Football is going to be exciting as hell.
Yeah.
How they shuffled everything up this year, it's
Yep.
going to be exciting as hell.
Which division are you more excited for?
I still got to go the Bengals. I
Yeah.
mean, with what Steelers did, and Ravens are going to be there. And just
Yep.
as long as Bengals can come back strong like they did, which I'm assuming they will.
Please stay healthy, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
For the love of Christ.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to the AFC South more. I think the Titans are going to surprise a lot of people, and I don't even know who the hell's the Titans coach now. I have no idea.
No idea. Getting rid of Vrabel was an awesome idea. That was a great idea. Idiots.
Brian Callahan looks like he's Paul Skeen's younger brother. Good Lord. He's 4. He looks freaking 15. What the hell? All right. Cash or trash. This is the MLB All-Star Game edition. The All-Star Game, cash or trash, the All-Star Game should determine home field advantage in the World Series.
I don't mind this. I'm going to say it's cash. I mean, the only other way you do it was a coin flip, or take the team with the best record, best American League team, best national team. This gives them something to play for, so it's not like NBA where they're not playing for anything. I like this. This is cash.
This is the only All-Star Game that is worth watching.
Yeah.
The NFL one sucks. The NBA one sucks. I honestly don't know what NHL does.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
But I like this. The only other thing that I could see being the determining factor is head-to-head, but there's no guarantee you played that team. And the other thing would be who had more wins against, like, you take all the AL versus NL for the entire season and count the wins. But I like this. I mean, it sucks that you might have a Pittsburgh Pirates player on the mound. Like, maybe that's a bad example.
Yeah.
A Colorado Rockies relief pitcher on the mound determining who's going to win get the home field advantage. But yeah, I like this. The All-Star Game, the MLB All-Star Game is worth a watch. And I don't watch the Home Run Derby anymore, but this is always fun. On to this. Cash or trash, the All-Star Game jerseys.
They're trash. This is absolutely hideous. What are you guys doing? They look like what I wore in Little League.
Yeah.
It's awful. I like to go back to, like I was saying earlier, we go back to wearing your regular jerseys, spice them up a little bit. But these are the worst jerseys I've ever seen at any professional level.
Yeah.
They're horrible. It looks like they just press down the front, and they're bad. I think.
And what is this color scheme with beige and pink? Like,
it looked like the Spanish team. What's the not Cuba? What's the one in the World Baseball Classic?
Yeah.
I don't
Terrible.
know. They're trash. I don't know.
But I think if you're gonna have themed jerseys, you have to make it make sense with the team that's hosting. Like back in the day when the Yankees had it, the home looked like they were midnight blue and white, and then the aways were like the NL was midnight blue and gray.
Yeah.
All the way through, and you look at these old ones, either you can do that or you can have like an All-Star Game jersey. Like each year, this is the American League jersey and it's just red and blue or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the other thing I was thinking, which just popped in my head before when we were talking about it, what if you had So the Rangers hosted this year. So what if, let's say, Aaron Judge goes to the All-Star game and it's a Yankees jersey, but it's in the colors of the Rangers, like as a special.
Yeah, that'd be hot.
Because I don't think they're ever going to stop doing something like this.
But the past few years, their jerseys were fire. They were hot.
The Mariners ones last year were nice.
Yeah. These ones, oh, what the hell, that crap.
Yeah. But it has nothing to do with Texas unless there's like some lore behind whatever these colors are.
Yeah, I don't know.
They should, even if it was the same design, they'd still be ugly.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's that American League. Why did you write that full on the front of the damn jersey?
Yeah.
That's what blew it for me. And then I went on to the color, but they're awful.
I mean, to be fair, they are Nike jerseys, so they're shit. But they're always shit. And Bryce Harper agrees with you, Dave, by the way, because he would like to go back to just wearing the jersey, maybe with an All-Star game patch.
Yeah.
MLB needs to sell these special edition jerseys, so maybe
they can even they could still do that. They could take
Yep.
the Yankee jersey and they could spice it up and make it just for All-Star game. But I don't know. I don't like this at all.
I had another thought. So picture the Yankees home jersey, the interlocking NY. What if it was all the Yankees color and everything, but it was an interlocking AL in the same spot? Like they did
That'd be hot.
change it up a little bit, but I think it's good for the players to have like cool jerseys they can put in plaques on their wall or whatever.
Yes.
Oh, I went to this All-Star game, but not this one.
No.
Jesus Christ.
They'll hide them. Those go in the bottom drawer, back in the bottom drawer.
Weren't you in the All-Star game in 2024?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I was bad that year.
Yeah.
Ingrid Andress is the worst national anthem performance ever. Cash or trash?
This was bad. I feel bad for her now. They ripped her apart.
Yeah.
She claimed she was drunk and stuff like that. I would have bailed out too. How is she a Grammy, 4-time Grammy winner?
I don't know.
Even though she was this bad, I'm still on Fergie. I cannot get Steph Curry's face out of him laughing. I cannot get it out of my head. That was the funniest shit. But yeah, this girl was pretty bad, and I feel bad for her. Whoever told her that it's a great idea to go out and sing this needs to be shot. Because if this was my daughter, I'd have been like, honey, let's pick another profession or don't go out today or something.
Absolutely. And it was hard to listen to because hopefully she was drunk or she has the most auto-tune ever. Like,
yeah. You're hoping. You were sitting there for a minute. You're like, all right, maybe she's going to get it. Maybe she's going to get it. No.
And then she was cracking like freaking.
I'm pretty sure I can go there right now and not be too much worse.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of those higher notes. Yeah. I'm going to say this is trash. And I still think it's R. Kelly.
Oh, God, that's a good one.
From the Bernard Hopkins fight in like, what, 2001 maybe? Yeah. And it has nothing to do with the sounds coming out of his head.
He was
but
making
the
it
words.
Sexual.
Yeah. Clap your hands, y'all. Yeah. Like, what the And I always remember the picture. It was Oscar De La Hoya standing next to, was it Sugar Shane Mosley?
It might. I remember watching it. I don't remember what it was.
But Sugar Shane Mosley's like cheesing, bobbing his head, and Oscar De La Hoya is pissed. Yeah. Like, what the fuck is this? Right. Cash or trash. So this is the ESPN top 100 athletes of the 21st century, and they've only revealed 100 through 26. And by the time this comes out, the 25 through 1 will be announced. Mariano Rivera ranked 59th in the 2000s. Well, in the 21st century, after 2000. So, this is obviously trash. But what I think they're trying to do, so it is ESPN, so you have to take everything with a grain of salt. But what I think they're trying to say is that a lot of his success happened before 2000. He won, 3 World Series, 96, 98, 99, yeah. I guess. But he's also the greatest relief pitcher of all time. Yeah. And you look at some of the people ahead of him, and it's just strange that because it's ESPN, they got to be like, oh, well, soccer players are fantastic athletes too. and they gotta, you know, stick all these random. Steve Nash, I love him to death, but Steve Nash, Mariano Rivera. Steve Nash is like a top 15 point guard of all time. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah. You're talking about the number one closer of all time. He's not, you know what I mean? You solidify the position. 5-time fucking champion, 13-time All-Star maybe? Double digits.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a smack in the face. This is definitely trash.
Yeah. And
I wouldn't have been okay with 20. If he would have been around 20, I would have been okay with that. Still a little high, but I would have been okay with that.
But apparently Michaela Schifrin, for her skiing accolades. See, this is why I just can't do the whole, I can't even, as the kids say, as the 12-year-old girls say. There he is. I mean, Dirk is my favorite basketball player of all time. He's one of my favorite athletes of all time. He's one of the top power forwards of all time. But literally Mariano Rivera is number one. There's no, it's like the Jordan conference. He's number one. Like, what are we doing? Durant being ahead of Dirk is absolute bananas. That is disgusting. But like, who's this?
Maya Moore?
Yeah. She won the NBA championship. Cool. Tamika Catchings, greater athlete than Mariano Rivera. Marta, a one-word name.
You're talking 15, 18 positions higher.
Yeah. It's the whole ESPN thing. I mean, really. And I mean, Peyton Manning is what? Top 5 quarterback all time?
I would see it. People like that. Brady, Jordan, Manning. I don't mind seeing them in front. Not at all. Randy Moss. I don't mind seeing him up there.
Yeah.
It's just, I just thought it was insane.
Yeah. I can't even with ESPN. I think that'll do it for us. So thanks for watching, listening, all that good stuff. Let us know what you think down below. And anything to say on the way out?
Nope.
All right, we will catch you guys later.